Alrighty, first and foremost, I'm going to be starting off by saying, Kahalayim La, Yehovah Shem Yahushai B'Shem Wadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopefully elect out there. Back here again today with another quick lesson. Alrighty, as we saw from the video that I just played that I downloaded from TikTok, that video there showed you multiple different angles. I think it said 9 angles from an explosion that happened in the year of 2020 in Beirut, Slovakia, if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But so coming across this video, the first thing that struck me was really fear, because I automatically thought, you know, geez, this explosion here on this video looks crazy. Like, you can see the impact that it has just through the video. It's a strong impact. You can see it damaging things very close by. And even from the video angles that were far out distance, you still saw that, like, shock through the wind or whatnot, or however you like to describe it. But I was like, geez, it's crazy. So I started meditating, and I was like, imagine when the Lord sends these ICBM missiles to America. Okay, you see the smaller sized smoke mushroom form from this explosion, and you see the damage it causes to the nearing land and objects around it, and it's all basically destroyed in an instant. Okay, so even from the angles that recorded from afar, like I was saying, there's still an impact traveled through the air that you can see. So, you know, I was like, you know, this video made me just want to grab a couple of precepts on the missiles, because as we know, these ICBM missiles that the Lord is going to put the spirit on these other nations to send to Babylon the Great, okay, which is America, is going to be utterly destroyed, okay? They're going to utterly destroy this place. And like I said, it just made me really sit down and think about that kind of destruction that's going to happen, because, and really fear, because the video that was in the explosion isn't nothing compared to the fire that the Lord is going to be sending here. Okay, so enough with the intros, my introduction rambling. Okay, let's grab a couple precepts on the topic of the destruction to come from the missiles that the Lord is going to send. Okay, so first things first, we're going to jump one book up. We're going to grab Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, this here, of course, is future prophecy to come. That gives a description of the day of when those missiles hit. All right, as I said, these precepts give a description of real fear, okay, that the earth shall burn as an oven, okay, and all the proud and the wicked will be burned to stubble, okay, meaning dust. All right, this should drive you, those at least in this truth, to do their best that they can, because you don't want to be a part of this judgment, all right, that ultimate judgment. As I said earlier, these types of precepts should put fear in you, Okay, these ICBM missiles that are going to destroy Babylon burn way hotter than a regular fire would occur, or that explosion that we saw in the TikTok video. That fire is nothing compared to the fires that are to come. Okay, this judgment alone is something the elect have a healthy fear of, because they have the understanding of how bad and how painful this judgment is going to be. Okay, so the elect, Lord willing, strive to dodge this judgment and be covered. Otherwise, suffer with the 2/3 and everyone else along with them in the fire. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I surely do not want to be a part of that judgment or die along these 2/3 here in Babylon. Okay, so continuing. Next, jumping up another book, we're going to grab Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay? As I said earlier, another description of the pain from the judgment to come from the burning in the fire caused by the missiles sent from Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, another reason to fear this destruction and fire to come. All right, your eyes and your tongue will be melted away inside of you. All right, that's a pain that no one should want to feel. All right, and this is why the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. That way, if the Lord deems, which you'll know if he does, you may try your best of your ability and pray and hope that you're not part of that upcoming soon-to-be destruction. All right, like I said, this here is the description, verse 12, of what is to come along with those missiles. This is the type of pain and destruction that are going to happen to your human bodies, okay? And, of course, having your tongue and your eyes being consumed away in your body, just reading that should send shivers down you, because that's a different type of pain that, you're not going to be able to replicate or that you've ever seen before. So as I said earlier, no thank you. I would rather not be a part of that situation, and Lord willing, am able to dodge that situation. Alrighty. So next, let's grab a precept, all right, that tells you what these missiles are going to do to the city of America, okay, aka Babylon. Just a description of what's going to happen here. I'm going to jump up to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4. I'm going to grab verse 7. Alrighty. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 7. The lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He has gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. Okay, this precept is speaking of the missiles. It's describing the missiles. Okay, the main point, though, is the becoming of America, is what is going to be of America, Slovakia, which is described here as desolate, okay, waste, and without inhabitants. All right, the Lord is going to wipe this place, Babylon, off the map, clean. All right, gone. America is going to be a desert, okay, and it is scary, okay, because yes, you try your best, but you never truly know if you're of the elect. And as I said, I myself truly don't want to have no part in the Lord's anger in that day, okay, or any days at that. All right, this place is going to be destroyed completely. Alrighty, and as I said earlier, I saw the damage that video that we saw that I played from TikTok earlier, what that explosion did. So imagine the entire America, all right, just poof, destroyed, gone in an instant through those ICBM missiles, which in the video, that was not like a combat explosion or nothing. Nobody blew it up. I think it was just some type of power plant building or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know the details on it. Like I said, I just saw it. But the destruction that caused from something that's not combat based was still very destructive. So imagine something that is made to destroy, for destruction. And we're not talking one or two. We're talking multiple, a couple of thousand of them ICBM missiles headed for America. So that's something you got to think about, because that's a different type of. I mean, what are you gonna do in that moment if the Lord is not covering you and you don't have the mercy of the Lord? That's GG's for you for sure. Okay. But Salakia with the rambling. We're continuing with one more description of America's destruction from the missiles. Okay. We're gonna jump on down. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt away with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Okay? Day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Okay? Because everyone who, is really not of the elect is basically caught up in today's society, and when the Lord gets this thing rolling, it's going to sweep them. It's going to be fast, and they're not going to understand what's going on. Okay? So it's going to happen as Salakia, and it's going to happen as if a thief in the night came. Okay? It's going to take them by surprise. All right? The heavens shall pass away with a great noise. All right? Being the ICBM missiles. All right? Elements melting with fervent heat. All right? Meaning all things. The cities, the mountains, plains, and whatever else of Babylon the Great. Okay? And the Holy Land, Jerusalem as well. Along with the works such as today's trends and activities and people's wicked actions will be burned up. Okay? So, like I said, that's describing just everything. That's everything. That's everything. If you are not part of the elect, gone. Simple. Okay? And again, if you believe and understand, scary things are to come, deemed of the Lord. Okay? And as I said earlier, after watching that TikTok vid, it really made me meditate in the Lord's destruction that's to come, and the fear. Okay? As I stated, not something I want to be a part of. Alrighty, so was just a quick thought. Just made me want to bring out a couple of precepts on the topic of the missiles and the destruction. Lord willing, you were edified. We just brought some precepts describing judgment, caused by the Lord's missiles that will impact people, and America, and everything. All right. So, Lord willing, you were edified. In closing, I'm just saying, Call Alayim Law, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Akakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the whole elect.